You're not broke because of the system. You're broke because you never built a system of your own. That's the brutal truth most men ignore. They spend a lifetime working hard and end up with nothing to show for it. Scrolls live like that. Centurions don't. Let's be clear. If you don't have an investing plan, you're not building a future. You're bleeding in slow motion. You're grinding, surviving, and scrolling through life, while other men are stacking wealth silently in the background. Most men realize too late that they've spent the best years of their life just staying afloat. But you're not most men. You're here to build a fortress, brick by brick, system over emotion. Every Centurion builds using the 3-bucket strategy. It's simple, brutal, and effective. Bucket 1 is safety, your emergency fund. This is your shield against the unexpected. Job loss, car breakdown, a family hit, whatever it is, this bucket protects your mission from collapse. Start with $500 fast, then stretch it to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This is non-negotiable. No investing happens until this wall is strong. Bucket 2 is growth. This is your engine, your long-term wealth generator. You don't gamble here. You automate into index funds, ETFs, or fractional shares. The winners aren't the smartest men. They're the ones who started earliest and never stopped. A $25 auto deposit every payday into an S&P 500 index fund will beat 99% of men who try to time the market. It's not about hype, it's about discipline. That's why this bucket is sacred. I started mine with $100 and didn't even look at it for 6 months. When I came back, it had quietly grown past $600. I realized right then that I didn't need a raise. I needed a system. The third bucket is opportunity. This is your sword. A smaller fund, maybe 5 to 10% of your total, set aside for aggressive plays, startups, crypto, your own business. But here's the rule. You never use this bucket unless your fortress is built. No risking your foundation. You don't throw your rent money into the next hot coin. You strike with precision, not desperation. Now here's where most men fall. They wait. Scrolls live in someday. They say, I'll start investing when I make more. But that day never comes. Time passes, money disappears, and excuses multiply. The Centurion starts now. He uses what he has. $10, $50 doesn't matter. What matters is the direction. I was 31 when I realized I had earned over $250,000 in my lifetime and had nothing to show for it. That night, I opened my first index fund with $100. I didn't know everything, but I knew this. I wasn't going to keep living like a slave to my own bad habits. Now let's talk automation. This is the secret weapon of the Centurion. You don't remember to invest. You set it up so failure isn't an option. Pick a platform, Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, M1, Acorns. Choose an amount you won't miss. $25 per paycheck, $50, doesn't matter, just automate it. Compound interest rewards consistency, not size. Over time, those tiny deposits become weapons. I know men who became millionaires by doing nothing more than automating small contributions for 15 years. No guessing, no timing, no drama, just war on autopilot. But investing isn't just about money, it's about mindset. Scrolls gamble, chase trends, panic, and quit. Centurions, we follow rules. Rule 1, never invest in anything you can't explain to a 10-year-old. Rule 2, don't bet money you can't afford to lose. Rule 3, always track your actions. That's why every man in OLP 365 builds a wealth journal. This is your scoreboard. Start it tonight. Page 1, write your current income, your debt, your goals. Track every investment, every lesson, every mistake. Don't do this for likes or approval. Do it for clarity, discipline, and power. When I started my wealth journal, I saw the truth. $600 on fast food in 1 month. I was disgusted. But I used that data to redirect the waste. That same $600 now lives in my growth bucket, compounding quietly. The numbers don't lie. They show you who you really are and who you're becoming. Now let's address emotional traps. Greed, fear, impatience. These destroy more portfolios than any market crash. Scrolls buy high, panic sell low, then blame the world. Centurions stay calm, they zoom out. They review their plan monthly, not daily. They talk with the Brotherhood before making a move. That's how you build longevity, by controlling your behavior, not the market. Most men fail because they isolate, they try to do it alone, but money, like strength, grows faster in a tribe. In OLP 365, we challenge each other weekly. Post your goal, post your win, post your setback. No shame, no hiding. Every centurion fights, learns, adjusts. That's the brotherhood. We rise together or not at all. Here's another myth. I need a lot of money to start. Lie. You can start with $1, the apps are free, the info is free, YouTube has entire courses. Our system is laid out. What you need is courage, not capital. Another myth, investing is risky. Wrong again. Doing nothing is riskier. Inflation is stealing your money every year. If your cash sits still, it dies slowly. Now here's a killer stat. If you start investing $200 per month at 25, you'll retire with over $500,000. If you wait until 35, you'll retire with $245,000. That 10-year delay cost you over $250,000. Let that sink in. Every year you wait is money you'll never get back. The scroll doesn't care, but the Centurion acts before it's too late. Now go ahead and write your wealth code. These are your personal investing commandments. Post them on your mirror and, repeat them daily. Here's mine. I pay myself first. I invest automatically. I never break my growth plan. I build slow and steady. I never chase hype. I only invest in what I understand. I track and adjust. I build wealth in silence. Your code will save you from emotion, from hype, from laziness. Every single time you feel like quitting, your code pulls you back on track. That's how discipline is built, by repetition, not feeling. Let me leave you with this. The scroll lives in reaction. He complains, he consumes, he scrolls his life away, but you're different. You came here to build. You came to take control. You came to be a centurion of your finances. Not just for you, but for your family, your legacy, and your freedom. All right, your challenge this month is simple, but honestly, it's powerful. First, open your investing account. Second, fund your safety bucket to $500. Third, automate your growth bucket. 10, 25, whatever you can swing. Fourth, start your wealth journal. And finally, report your status to the Brotherhood. If you do that, you'll have more momentum than 95% of men walking the planet. You'll be dangerous, calm, clear. You'll have firepower and peace. This is your moment. Stop watching other men win. Build your fortress. Track your growth. Stay in the fight. Journal it. Share it. Make your money work harder than you do. OLP 365. Build your fortress. Fight on.